Hey, what's up everyone, since I'm Gaming here, welcome back from the Division 2 video. Well guys, I actually never done something like this before, which is make like a full guide of how to do like a mission and stuff. I usually make build videos and say like, hey, you can take this build wherever you want. But in this one, I'm not only going to give you the build that I use to clear this master difficulty mission, but also going to show you how to actually do the master difficulty mission and where to position yourself and how to defeat the hunters and stuff like that. Now, if you don't want to watch that, like for example, you don't want the spoilers, you want to figure it out by yourself what happens in the mission, you can just watch the build and then you can leave. But before that, definitely hit the like button. I will be putting timestamps, so you can just watch the build and then you can leave if you want to. There will be the hunter fights as well, so the timestamp is there too. If you want, you can check that out. If you just want to check that out, that is. But yeah, but first, let me just show you the build, and we have to talk about the modifiers first as well, because the modifiers did play an important role here, taking down the hunters mainly, and also the other horde of NPCs that we fight in general in the mission. Like, there's a lot of them. So yeah, without any further ado, let me just show you the build. So yeah, let's go. So as for the modifiers, I actually use the overdrive as my active modifier because the moment I activate this, I hit the max momentum if I'm not already at max momentum, that is, because the way the build is working, you're pretty much going to be sitting at max momentum basically all the time. But yeah, you activate this, you get extra weapon damage, rate of fire and all that, so that's kind of nice. And if you hit max momentum, the most important thing is that your shield will be invulnerable. Like, you'll be in unstoppable stage, that means your shield is invulnerable, and no matter how much damage the hunters are doing towards your shield, whether it's from their weapons or melee, it won't go down. So that's kind of nice. And also, I'm using the microwave coils as my passive modifier because I am pulsing with my build. I do have the pulse from my laser pointer. So this will burn the enemy, so that's kind of nice because the enemies are scattered everywhere and they do spawn pretty much everywhere, and they're trying to like surround you. So to just pulse them and burn them kind of give you an advantage, and it also burns the hunters too. So yeah, that's really sweet. And now the other two modifiers, I have the critical momentum and the critical recovery because it's a crit build, and critical recovery helps you kind of regenerate your armor, which is nice. And also you have the critical momentum, which helps you gain momentum very quickly as well. So again, that's really nice. So these are the modifiers here. Now, as for the weapons, I am using Lexington here, which is a great weapon, as we all know. Now, most of you guys may not have this weapon, so don't worry about it. I will give you an alternative. You can use other high-end weapons, something like a Carbine 7. Carbine 7 will do a great job, and you can also use the Link Laser Pointer from the Technician Specialization. You can also use Police M4. You can literally craft that weapon whenever you want because it's there, like, from the base game, basically. So that can also use the Link Laser Pointer. What I'm trying to say is, use any high-end weapon that can hold the link laser pointer, means that has the long under barrel rail, the mod. So you can use the link laser pointer from the Technician Specialization, so you can easily point and pulse your targets. So that's the only reason why I'm telling you. Yes, you can use exotic weapons, something like a Chameleon. Wouldn't recommend it because the optimal range is low, and the mission area is pretty big, right? It's a big mission area, so won't recommend something like a weapon that is short range like Chameleon. St. Elmo's Engine is a great choice as well. However, the problem with the St. Elmo's Engine is that you're not going to be able to pulse your enemies when you aim down sight because you can't use the laser pointer. It's an exotic, right? So you have to kind of shoot them on the head to pulse the targets, and that will be slower than just having a pulse, which can pulse all the enemies in the area so you know where your enemies are. Plus, most of the enemies will start burning because of your passive modifier. But I'm not saying that it won't work. It's just it will be a bit slower progress than a high-end weapon. I won't recommend King Breaker though, because it's very slow and it will take a lot of time building up the stacks. So yeah, not recommended at this particular build here. So use any high fire rate weapon, and the weapon that can use the link laser pointer would be a better choice here. And Lexington does a great job because it's a named weapon, and its name stat is actually its total damage, so it has higher damage than other weapons, which is nice. So I am using Strain Talent here because I am fighting the hunters and I don't need Preservation or something like Killer because they won't proc, because they are kill dependent. So I'm not using any talent that activates after the kill. So I'm using Strain because it just works when you fire the weapon and it gets active easily. so you get more crit damage by firing the weapon. So when you're fighting the hunters or just the enemies as well, you can easily get more crit damage with this, just firing the weapon, that is. Now, as for my secondary weapon, I'm using the lefty, but I hardly use the grenades to proc the perfect sledgehammer. I can use this most of the time to get the stacks, because it can also hold the laser pointer, so I can point and pulse the targets, and it'll help me gain the stacks really quickly as well if I need that. But honestly, I never use this weapon, to be honest. Like, I really don't. I just use the Lexington most of the time. Now, as for the build, I am using 4 pieces of Heartbreaker here, as you can see, with the chest piece included. Now, I did try the Striker build first. Like, I have my Region Striker on my channel. If you want, you can check it out. I did use that build first, but yeah, I was not feeling very confident enough with that. And when it came to the hunter fight, I was not able to take down the hunters, and I died there. So I immediately switched to this build on my second try, and I was able to clear the mission without an issue. And that's why I'm showing you this build. If I cleared it with my Striker, that will be over here instead of this. But since I cleared it with this, that's why it's here, and that's why I'm showing you. But yeah, it felt more safer, and I felt more confident using with this build because of the amount of bonus armor it provides you. I can still let few enemies go to my flank and shoot me on the back because the amount of bonus armor I have, I don't really feel it most of the time. They can just shoot me and I am totally fine with it sometimes like that. So yeah, that's why I felt very confident using this build. Now, if I show you my stats here, you can see for the mask, I'm using armor, crit chance, and crit chance mod here. For the chest piece, I'm using weapon damage, crit chance, and crit chance mod here. I need to optimize that crit chance there. I have gloves that got weapon damage and crit damage. Then my knee pads got armor and crit damage here. I have 1.5 million armor, which I felt is good enough. Like, it's a sweet spot of armor. So yeah, I was confident. Like I said, I was confident enough to use this build. I know I'm gonna take them down without an issue if I use this build. That's how I trust. That's how much I trust this build. This is my tank breaker build. I really trust this. I cleared a legendary mission with this. I faced tank legendary chungas with this. So master difficulty shouldn't be an issue with this build. I mean, seriously, and that's exactly how it felt. Now, I am using a holster here, the Bellstone, which gives you 1% armor regen. So I have 4% armor regen on this build, including the Memento, because Memento gives you 3% regen. So that's why I'm using the Bellstone here. Now, you can also say that why don't you use something like a Fox's Preya or, anything that'll give you extra damage, is because I don't want it. I have plenty of damage. I just wanted to focus on surviving because I'm playing solo, right? And I always say, if you can survive anything, you can kill anything. So that's the reason why I'm using like this. I don't want any more damage. I'm fine with it. I am hitting close to 1 million crits. I don't want any more damage. This is enough for me. And this is, giving me enough regen and kind of keeping me alive at the same time with those bonus armor. I felt confident. Like I said, I felt confident using this build. So I feel this was good enough. You can tweak it around a little bit to your liking. Maybe you want more damage, but to be honest, this one just felt perfect. This was hitting that right spot. That's all I can say. Now, as for the backpack, again, of course, I'm using the Memento here because it's just too good. If you're a solo player not using Memento, then what are you doing? Like, seriously, this is literally the best backpack in the game for solo players. And also in group too, in group, this works really well as well. You just need to get those trophies up, that's all. In solo, you can easily get the trophy without an issue, which gives you a lot of damage, a lot of regen, and also a lot of bonus armor. So it does quite a lot of stuff for you, right? And that's why I have it. Now, if you don't have Memento, it's okay. You can use a high-end backpack, use something like a Bloodsucker Talon, so you can get a tons of bonus armor, and you don't have to go chase around Memento trophy there, so you can easily stack up a lot of bonus armor. You can even use more red cores if you want to, because this bonus armor doesn't care if you have red core, blue core, yellow, or whatever. It doesn't care. It gives you tons of bonus armor for getting kills. Simple as that. Now, you do lose the damage from Memento and also, regen. But hey, if you don't have it, then this will be a great choice. But if you have Memento, absolutely use the Memento. By the way, that is the backpack from the mission. The exotic backpack that I got from the master mission. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically the build here. I was using the shield here most of the time because, of course, of the modifier and stuff, like unstoppable thing, which is making my shield invulnerable. So I'm just facing the enemy so they don't take down my shield very quickly. And I was also using the artificial hive from the technician specialization to kind of regen my shield health when it's needed, but most of the time it didn't. So you can also use just the reviver hive, so at least it can help you revive one time if you go down, that is, instead of just wiping, so that will be a safer choice. So why not just use that? I mean, like I said, there's no shame in that. So yeah, That's pretty much the build. Now, if I show you my stats here, I have 49% crit chance. Honestly, I am actually 50%, but one of my stats is not optimized, so that's why it's 49. And if you kill blacklisted enemy, you will be at 60% crit chance. So basically, capping the crit chance here. The crit damage is very low. I know it's under 100%, but I do have the weapon talents trained that is giving me more crit damage for firing the weapon. So that's kind of sweet. And it doesn't really matter. The damage comes from Mento and the Heartbreaker, the stacks. So overall, my damage is really high. You can see that I am hitting close to 1,000,000 crits here. So yeah, it's not a problem. The damage is good enough. For a solo player, it's plenty of damage. And that's why I was able to take them down so quickly. So yeah, that's basically the build. You can leave now if you want to, if you don't want the spoilers for the mission, because I will kind of guide you on how to kind of clear it and where to position yourself. So yeah, if you want, you can stick around and maybe hit the like, and if you're leaving right now, then also leave the like, I guess. So yeah, let me just show you how I actually kind of clear the mission. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a brief of how to do the mission, basically. I mean, there's not much to explain. Just the hunters part is the one that I really want to talk about. There will be timestamp for that. Don't worry. You can go and just look at the hunter fight. But for the beginning of the area, you will see that there is 3 turrets at the docks. You have to disable them. And you can follow the yellow wire if you don't know where the weak point of the turret is, which is on the floor. You can just follow it. Or you can just get to the boat. I mean, that's what I usually do. Like, I just immediately go to the right side of the map and try to head to the boat. Because if the 2 turret on the right side is active, I can just shoot the weak point of those 2 turrets by standing at the boat. So that's very easy. Just make sure you don't go to the center of the map, because the enemies do spawn everywhere. You don't want to get surrounded by the enemies, right? So yeah, that's the thing you have to keep in mind. I feel like fighting from the boat is pretty much the safer spot. So I just go to the boat, and I can easily see that there's 2 turrets right there at the boat, and I shoot the weak point, and then I can just easily take down the enemies. Once you disable all the 3 turrets, all you have to do is just take down a bunch of small horde of enemies, and that's basically it. With the build, you can easily do that without an issue. Now, as for the second area, it's actually very simple and easy. I most of the time go to the right side because I feel like the right side is a bit safer, because they all spawn on the left side and they don't go to the right side. They're usually going to try to flank you from the left side, which, they will go all the way around you. And that will give you an advantage, because you can easily shoot them on the back, which is only fair because they do shoot you on the back as well most of the time. The main objective here for you to just take them down and don't let them surround you too much. There will be choppers that spawns, so tackle them as soon as you can and try to shoot their weak points and basically stun them in one place. Also use the pulse and the microwave coils, passive modifier as an advantage to burn the enemies, and don't let them scatter around all over the map, because there will be snipers and stuff. So if you don't react too quickly, they will spread out, and then you will have a lot of time taking them down one by one. Now, this next part is the important part, because this is where the hunters spawn. But first, you have to fight a wave of enemies with mortar shots coming at you, so you have to keep that in mind. Those mortar shots, they have like a red kind of circle, but that range is, I feel like it's more than what it shows, because even if you stay away from those mortar, they still kind of hit you. So I would say just do kind of roll to kind of avoid that. Or just stay far away. You don't want to get hit by the mortar, because they do like direct health damage, that yellow smoke, because no matter how much armor you have, if you take too much health damage and your health goes 0, you're just gonna go down. Simple as that. Now, your main goal here is to, again, the same thing basically. Face the enemies, don't let them surround you, and you also have to keep in mind, where did you enter this place, the kind of like a lane we went in here. You have to keep that in mind. You have to keep in mind, because we're going to funnel the hunters over there. So you're just going to fight these guys, but stay to that door that you entered this place. You stay near that door. Don't go too much deep inside the place, and don't get lost. That's what I'm trying to say, because there will be a lot of enemies that want to surround you, and they spawn everywhere. So there's no place that you are actually safe and not getting flanked by the enemies. You are getting flanked by the enemies everywhere in this place. So you have to keep in mind. And also there's mortar shots that coming So you can't just stand in one place. The mortar will hit you if you do that. But what I'm trying to say here is that stay close to the place that you entered this place. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Just stay near that entrance, okay? Because we need to head back as soon as we clear this. When the hunter comes in, we're gonna go back. So once you clear the enemies, you know that the hunters are spawning because of the smoke and stuff. And I needed to go back because I lost ammo. Like, I need ammo. I need to restock. I didn't have much ammo. And then I went back, and you can see that the hunter is actually waiting for me. Like, one of the hunter is getting inside the place. But yeah, I just wanted the hunters to just show up in this place one by one, and it worked. That's why I was able to take them down. Now, it was a bit risky at first because when I was trying to take this hunter down, the other hunter kind of EMP'd my shield. But since I did so much damage to this hunter, this hunter was focused on taking cover and then healing himself. So that's why I was able to take him down. And now the other hunter kind of pushed in too and managed to do a lot of damage to me. So I had to immediately kind of lose line of sight because I didn't have my shield on. And the moment I got my shield back, I was sitting at unstoppable, means my shield is invulnerable, so I can easily face tank the hunter. And that's exactly what I did. Unfortunately, the hunter kind of armor kitted themselves, but it's okay. Since I have a lot of damage, I can just stay here. The hunters, at this point, the AI, I guess it's freaking out, just doing rolls. You know, but it's fine. It's fine. I was able to take him down. Now, the third one was already there, but I've managed to kind of pulse and burn it. And now I'm feeling confident enough that I can take him down. However, the hunter did heal, and then when I see that he was trying to jam me, I just went next to the gate because I know that the hunter can't shoot me through the gate. So I kind of waited there, the timer of the jammer to go away, basically, so I can get my shield back. And then I can push the hunter. But the hunter already started pushing me, which is okay, because I already have my shield back. And then I started shooting it, and, you know, the pulse burned the hunter. Then I'm at unstoppable stage, means my shield is invulnerable, and I was able to take him down. And I do have a lot of damage. You can see, doing millions of crits here without an issue. So yeah, no problem. Now, at this stage, I don't know there's a fourth hunter. I don't know that. I really don't. So I'm going to go in there. And then the moment I see a red on my radar, I aimed down sight to look, and I saw a hunter and immediately turned back and ran because the hunter is chasing me, okay? But the good thing was that I was able to burn the hunter because of the pulse, so the hunter didn't chase me that much. So I waited here and I pushed back a little bit more, so that will allow the hunter to push back, push towards me. And I'm just waiting here because this is the safe spot. That's what I thought it is, because I can easily shoot them here and also lose the line of sight very easily as well. So I kind of stayed in this place most of the time, kind of hovered in this area, because I know the hunter is going to jam me, and that's exactly what the hunter did. And I'm just waiting the timer here at this point, because I know that I have my modifiers that I can press the button activated, and then I can push the hunter and easily take him down. So I was just waiting for the jammer to go away. Then I pushed the hunter, and I can see my modifier cooldown is about to be over, my active modifier. And now I have my modifier. And then when I saw that, and I was doing good damage, but then I decided to push the hunter, and then the hunter did quite a lot of damage to my shield because it managed to heal again. And at that point, I had to just activate the modifier there, because if I didn't, my shield would have gone down, and that will be bad. So you can see that with the modifiers enabled, the active modifier, the overdrive, you can see the hunter is doing no damage to my shield, and also the melee does no damage to the shield, and I was able to take him down. So all the 4 hunters gone down really easily like this, and didn't even took me that much time to take the hunters down, right? I didn't have to go inside the place and try to fight all 4 hunters at once. I just used pretty much common sense here and funneled them down and take them down one by one. This was basically my first try. So yeah, that's how I was able to take the hunters down. Now, as this next area, it's actually very simple. There are 2 turrets over here, but you don't have to bother them. Just stay to the left side of this map next to this truck over here and just stand here. Just stay here and take down all the enemies one by one. They will push you as well, so it's very easy. Just don't bother the turrets. The turrets, you can take them down at the end. Just don't go inside, like in the center, and surround yourself. Again, you don't want to do that. So just face the enemies all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. So just stay on the left side of the map, next to the truck. Take all the enemies down. They will push you, so you don't have to worry about it. The boss will spawn in. He will also push you, so again, don't worry about it. Just stay on the left side and take him down. Fairly simple, very easy. And then afterwards, you can take down the turret. Now, this next area is actually could be a little bit tough, but not so much if you're avoiding the mortar shots. That's the only concerning part over here, because this is a small kind of area and enemies will push you. The main thing you have to keep in mind is that always face the enemies and don't let them flank you. That's it. And also don't get hit by the mortar shots, because it does quite a lot of damage actually. And that's it. As long as you can follow these two things, you'll be fine. Just push slowly and just face the enemies and take them down. Avoid the mortar shots. That's all you have to follow here. Now, as for this area, this is actually, in my opinion, one of the harder areas, or probably the hardest area if you're not counting the hunter fight, that is, because there's a lot of enemies that spawn everywhere. In my opinion, the best place is the left side, which is next to this this kind of truck over here. So if you stay here, you will be able to see the enemies coming towards you, and no one will be able to flank you because you already covered up your backside and no one's going to spawn over there. So you stay here and you can easily take him down. The boss will spawn to the left side, and you can take the boss down as well. So I found this place was the safest than anywhere else in this particular area, because it's a very kind of compact area and you don't have much place to go. So that's why I felt that this left side of the map is the safer spot, and I can easily see where the enemies are, whether they're coming from the left side or the right side. I can easily take them down. So that was my focus here. And the boss spawns on the left side, like I said, and you can take him down as well. You just have to do enough damage to the boss. He goes to the immune kind of stage, and then wait for the boss to be not immune again, and then you can take him down. That's how simple it is. Now, after the fight is over, you're pretty much almost at the end of the mission. Just don't go inside the plane. The broken plane, do not go inside the broken plane, because there will be a couple of turrets that's waiting for you, and also a lot of enemies. Like, there's seriously a lot of enemies. Just stand here and just shoot. That's it. Just stand at the entrance of the broken plane here and then shoot the enemies. That's all you have to do. Just take them down, ignore the turrets. You can destroy the turrets later on at the end. The reason why I'm telling you to stay here, because at one point there will be a spawn that's going to happen to the left side of you, which is like a truck or something that spawns a bunch of enemies, and you have to take them down, because if you push inside in this place, they'll spawn behind you, and now you're in a kind of like a sandwich. So yeah, that's not good. So that's why I said stay on the left side here. So when they spawn, you can easily take them down, and you no longer have to worry about them spawning behind you now, right? So that's why I said stay here and then take out all the enemies. And once you do that, go inside, take down the turrets. And once you do that, mission is over. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty simple, ain't it? The Heartbreaker build worked really well. That's all I can say. The bonus armor it provided me gave me enough survivability to face them. And even if some enemy was shooting me on the back, it was totally all right. I was not going down instantly because I have too much bonus armor, and they have to deal with those bonus armor first, and then they can do some damage to me, right? And also the hunter fights, like I said, I funneled them one by one, and yeah, it was fairly simple, very easy. I was able to do it, and once you do it, you'll get the mask, you'll get the exotic backpack, and yeah, that's basically it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe maybe if you want, and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.